GoodYear has been a well-known tire brand for our parents on their cars over the years, but for the tuner, sport compact, and youth market, not so much. Well, that is until now. The release of the new Eagle GT high-performance tires sent us Rice Boys for a quick trip east to Akron, Ohio, just outside of Will Cheesecake Rogi's hometown. Despite the ridiculously early flight out of LAX, we managed to land safely just in time to go right back up in the air for a ride in the infamous GoodYear blimp. For those of you who have never been in the 192-foot-long, 50-foot-wide blimp, I hate to rub it in, but you probably never will. At a max speed of 50 miles per hour, the blimp is quite an experience and only holds 7 passengers, and you're not one of them. Bad weather kept us up in the air for longer than planned, but nobody was complaining. We even got a bird's eye view of the massive proving grounds and the cone course that we'd be driving on the next day. Getting the blimp back onto the ground and into its hangar safely took teamwork of a massive crew scrambling around. Bright and early the next morning, we hit the GoodYear Tech Center to get a breakdown of the new Eagle GT tire and a behind-the-scenes tour of their testing facilities. This is where they do some intense high-speed testing on all of their tires, including something called NASCAR. Never heard of it. Just before lunch, we got to jump into some cars on the wet and dry track to see just how well these new tires performed. GoodYear lined up 3 BMW 328s, a Volkswagen R32, a Honda Civic Si, and a Honda S2000 for us to thrash on. Fortunately, we managed to get a pretty decent assessment of the Eagle GTs without taking too many cones as casualties. The 3 BMWs had different tire setups, one with the new Eagle GT, one with the previous model tire, and one with the competitor's tire. The most noticeable difference was the Eagle GT's gripping ability on the wet slalom and throughout the remainder of the wet course. Thanks to the patented tread lock technology, both the wet and dry handling on these tires were a huge improvement over the previous model. We were able to push the cars a lot harder without the risk of spinning out. Well, most of us at least. Yes! Now all we have to do is convince the GoodYear people to kick us down a set or two, and maybe score us a few more blimp rides. As always, for more testing videos and stories like this, check back to www.RiceBoyTv.com.